the internet. It is Wednesday, the 12th of October, 2016. I'm in Glenelg, and this has all changed a hell of a lot. Keen viewers to my vlog and keen Tracer fans might recognize this as the setting to the El Pistolero video clip. And if they did, they'd be correct, because this is the actual setting to the El Pistolero video clip. This is where I'm going. I'll explain why in a second. Hey, big guy! I thought you were in the cool room. I was gonna know you. What the fuck are you got there?
Are you filming me? Is that filming or?
That's on.
What's the fluffy head? That's the microphone thing.
I used to work in this restaurant. It's called the Strand in Glenelg on Jetty Road. In half an hour, Ante gets in here. I'm gonna pretend I'm working. I'm gonna put a jacket on. I'm gonna suit up and pretend I'm here to work. He doesn't even know I'm in Adelaide. I'm going to be working in his section when he gets here. I'm going to need more of these oil potatoes.
I thought I saw something from you over there. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh my god. Like I'm dreaming, man. Get us happy about what's the use of me coming in? I'm not working, I know.
That pretty much went as perfectly as you could expect. Word for word, Lino said, he'll say, what the fuck are you doing here? That's what Lino said you'd say. What the fuck are you doing here? I haven't worked with you since 2013?
Nah, you've done the shift before that.
We did. I came down again somewhere in the middle and did a shift. But this, I'm not actually working today.
You haven't changed.
Holly, lovely coffee, thank you so much. Come down here, get a coffee from Holly at the Strand. Far out. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was here as a pizza chef since 2000 and, when I worked from 2004, 2005 through to 2013 or something. How long did I work here for, Ante? We worked it out, total would have been about 8 years I worked here. Tonight, you got no one working in here with you tonight. I'm gonna come in and do a shift tonight.
Oh, really?
Just for fun. Yeah, I'm gonna come in and do it.
Oh, that would be great, man.
Old times. I'm gonna hang out here in Glenelg all day, and then I'm gonna come in and do a shift properly, like not just fapping around. Cool.
You have to shave the beard.
That was all fun and games, but now it's getting busy, and I'm gonna come back later because Ante's on a double, but he's only got one person with him. And it's a Wednesday, and it's public holiday Wednesday, so I'm gonna come back and do the night shift, just for shits and giggles. In the meantime, let's explore Glenelg. This whole strip here is called Jetty Road. Now, it has significance, because not only is the Strand just there, but I used to live on Jetty Road with Ben Nash, who you saw when he was in Sydney, and that house is just up here. Of course, it's not a house any longer, it's a coffee chocolate place, Brace Girdles. A little bit of a trip down memory lane for me to see it, even though right now it's just a business. It's a bit lame. I'll point it to you and you'll see a business and you'll think that's lame. Right there, the one that's got Brace Girdles, Glenelg, and that's also part of the next one next to it, Brace Girdles. But that balcony with that window was pretty much our house. Well, that was our house. That's the balcony of the house. And that lasted for about, well, Benny lived there for well over 10 years. I lived there for about, I don't know, I'm gonna say 4 or 5. I kind of want to go in there for a chocolate, but I don't, because it's like sitting in my own lounge room. That's progress. Glenelg is probably most famous for this, the end of the Jetty Road. Jetty Road stops there, but then the pier just keeps going out. It's been really stormy here lately, so the water's all murky and brown. You can't drive on the jetty unless you're the cops, and then you can do whatever you want. Man, it's sunny and warm, but tell you what, it's cold enough to put a jumper on when that breeze picks up. I'm here at the worst possible time though. It's just had a huge storm, it's windy and cold. This is an extension. This never used to be here. Little side extension to the jetty. I'm not sure what it's for or why it's here, but it is a good access point to point out that place in the distance. Another place where I used to live. I've been in Adelaide a total of 8 or 9 years, on and off, 2 different times. First time there, second time here, Jetty Road. This house was really full and exciting. At one point we had housemates totaling about 8 or 9. There was always, you know, backpackers that just turned up and arrived. I recall waking up one morning and there's a dude there I'd never seen before, and he had a shaven head, so we dubbed him Moby, and he turned out to be a musician, and we wrote a song with the girls that we lived with.
No, they don't.
John Lennon's Imagine. It works.
It
does work. No, just trust.
I think we should trust Moby here and go with it.
Moby. Okay, we'll try it. If Ben presses play so we can hear the chorus, and if you turn away, turn and walk away, and never say goodbye. I probably need another note.
So without getting too stalkerish, the house behind me, second from that side, second in, was where we live. As you can see, very close access to the ocean, very close access to Glenelg and Jetty Road, and I used to actually swim. I used to go out from here and swim to the jetty. It's probably just under a kilometre, but it was a good morning fitness that I had going for a while. I was scared shitless because of sharks, so I used to swim kind of almost on the front where you could touch the ground. Sharks in South Australia are a real problem. So I did not want an encounter. And another quick story I'll tell you, there's a shower right here. Our balcony, we had a bar and we used to just sit there and drink and party. One of our housemates for a period of time was a guy called Rob.
I'm the fond Irishman. Everyone will just love me.
Robbie Ball, if you're watching this in Ireland, how are you, Cobber? The story I'm going to tell you, I'll be pretty quick because leave the details out. This shower was being used by some lovely young ladies who had just been swimming in the ocean. We were sitting there boozing. What did Rob do? He called out in his lovely Irish accent, "Do you girls need some soap?" And they looked up and they're like, "What? Do you need some soap for your shower?" He brought them a bar of soap to that shower, to an outdoor shower, and then within half an hour, they were sitting on our balcony boozing. And that's where I'll cut it. Rob, if you watch this and you remember that story, I thank you for it. All this talk of those two places here in Glenelg where I lived, in Adelaide, I've neglected to mention I also lived in 2 other places. After here, moved into Henley Beach, a place I bought, and then a little bit of Umness, there was another place. Guy's taking this thing for a walk. Yeah, after there I moved into a Henley Beach place. Then ex-partner and I bought a place up in the up in the Adelaide Hills, in a place called Aldgate. Really missed that area, but in terms of the history of my time in Adelaide, it's kind of these places I look back on more fondly. You know, when the next and everything happens, you're not really remembering that shit in a good light. But Adelaide, I love coming back. It's such a great spot. Let's get back to the Strand and do a shift. Let's cook pizza! That's a margarita, but I'm adding olives because that's what they ordered, a margarita, added olives. We're now working.
Empty movie theater. There's another one. See that movie here.
What's the
They
Ante's just telling me a story that he videoed a $7 million car. $7 million car?
no, it's like $1 million.
$1 million car outside here in the rain with its sunroof open.
Yeah, the whole thing.
He put it on YouTube. He videoed it, put it on YouTube.
Boring.
He's got that on his channel for 13,000 views, but someone else has stolen it, re-uploaded it, and got 75,000 views. You know someone's stealing your shit, man.
I know. That's the first video I've ever done.
Kitchen's closed! Kitchen's closed, Joel!
Thank you!
Kitchen's closed, Jinder! I go and say thank you to John, one of the owners of the restaurant here. Thanks for having me down here to work today.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Benon.
Alright.
I'll have you any day.
There you go.
And to work as well.
Ante, I'm out of here, man. Thanks very much, dude.
No worries, man. Good man. Thanks for the surprise. It's beautiful, man. Loved it.
Such a beautiful place here, Glenelg and the Strand. This feels like home. I've got a soft spot in here for this guy and for this place.
Yeah.
You've seen it. Food's amazing. Come and have a look at it. And that's the end of my Glenelg experience. Before we can get out of here though, would you believe it? A table of 10 have come in and they all want pizzas. Oh, that's we're out of time. Oh, hey. Thanks for checking out Gives a Minute, my YouTube channel. It's the one you just watched. And if you liked it, there's a few things you can do. You could check out the previous minute here, a random minute there, or even the first minute there. Now if you're a photographer like I am, you might get a kick out of my Lightroom 6 presets. And you should also subscribe to the channel so you can continue to see what I'm up to. And the social stuff, hit that up as well, you know you want to. I'm not going to do that this long this time. I've got a cold. Do all the things.